Right. Well, it's that time of year again. Is it Limsa? I can't remember. Is Limsa? Oh, never mind. I think. That's right. It's All Saints Week again. It's Halloween! Wonder what shenanigans are gonna happen this time. Oh boy. I know that the reward they're giving us when you complete it is, it's actually pretty cool. And I really do want to get my hands on it. Alright, Ether Starred Araman. Haha, it's been more than a few moons since we last met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited for your talent. To your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once more? Always! Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night, two fell fiends emerged to covert and careen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high. But the halls of the saints heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God's fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes no longer, nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void set, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion as one of recuperation. That's all well and good, but what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of reveille? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Garlean, Gridanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I am convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contract which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you're willing to give them a helping hand? Nothing too devilishly difficult, I presume. What? Before you get started, you want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Gruff. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of the great Growery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Man, everyone dressed up. Everyone's dressed up. Oh. Some people dressed up a bit too much. If you want to know. If you know. I mean. Like, more like they dressed a lot less. Hey. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let's then end things on a high note, ladies and gentlemen. I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Wilcox and his transformation magics. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh wait, hang on. What was that all about? Clowning and what's a right laugh, but that last place was Bleeding Brothers. Come on, let's get out of here. before you fail to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. We would have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had it up to my eyeball! As far as, just because you know a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. Can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of age with you again. Good riddance. Oh well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it then. I know you're not here to swap presents, trees. How failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Wake? I wagered you'd speak of Phil Cox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Most of our ilk, like most of our ilk, Phil Cox and I have an insatiable appetite for ether. But unlike your garden variety boys and who hunt hapless mortals like beasts, sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. What? As intellectual as refined in food, gifted in genuine appreciation. Which set me to thinking perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned, misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds in the process. No number of ether-laden delicacies. What better occasion for such terrifying amusements as All Saints Wake. The method is catching too. Many voices that now seek ether in this matter. Fox is one such reformed individual. I first laid eyes upon him, as since promised, but get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing from it from Erwin's mouth, although he can't have gotten far. That sounds like Zero taught them a few things, or maybe they finally learned that you can absorb ether. You can actually absorb ether from food. Feel this hurt. Oh, that's the simple whelp of an imp. Magic this, magic that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. With frothing on the mouth. Please, I have taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess. That pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? As it wouldn't help to tell you my tale. Try as I might, but I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crown, we're starved for appreciation. I am an Arithman, paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine. Not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying gaze. A trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification will win over an audience. And my metaphorical nose despair isn't gonna put the ether on the table either. I had to just tell that pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here or hurt, you better come too. I have faith in you, though. I gather you had a hand in his decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one. Underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? You have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Faircox. You can smell Doctor. Well, you'd be hard pressed to find a voice then who'd suggest that. I don't see how helping others helps me, but then again, I know little immortal ways of have such a huge advice. Oh wait, I see the logic in it now. Way to make use of my talents and knock that right off his pedestal. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I should lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. Ooh. Oh, I didn't see the back of it. It's got wings on the back. Not only is that get-up guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. You know, I think I can... Maybe this isn't gonna be so tough after all. I didn't know it had wings on the back of it. But it still looks good. There you are. You know, I thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier. Since our act was my intuitive for our success and their lack of was ultimately my responsibility. I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Grove, that I found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of victors wins, and the victor goes to spoilers of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. Anything? The mortal being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself. Why did I do that? I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to be my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. Very well. I shall leave Bill Cops in your capable hand. That's one. It's always 2 quests now. And there it is. There's the outfit. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? But let's find out. Get out of here, Fern. All fiends sated on All Saints' Wake. I'm looking for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. Probably 92% of the people here. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. Found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. It's not a negative emotion, is it? They're to the northeast, I think. Though I'm not sure where exactly. Here could be very, truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lay of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Sure. The target is northeast. Okay. Yeah, it's the usual. Okay, I don't know why you have to constantly keep telling us this every time we have to do this mechanic. It's a spooky time! Yay! What's this? Oh, folks gleaned. They mentioned a clown. I registered they just had the privilege of seeing one of those performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist. And you've only got to look at folks like these ladies so he knows how to work a crowd. When I won't be upstage, I'll prove that there's more than one way to win over an audience. Timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some subsistence. Which means we've no time to lose, onward. It sounds like they just want snacks. And I guess that's the new way to do it, is just absorb ether from snacks. Like cookies, pies, some pies. Oh, I was like, why is he... Where's she gotten to? Hello, my senses were leaning me too. Shall we find out what ails him? You there. What's gotten you so far? Oh, forgive me. There was this poor little girl who'd been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look. She suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her. Then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associates look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. He certainly was appreciative. Yet here I am empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. We have a lost child to find. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational nose, and up to you. Quicker. I have a feeling I'm about to be... they're gonna try to drag me into doing maps for the contest. Some kind of photo contest thing, like screenshot, and I'm just like, no thanks. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to cure some appreciation, but this girl is besides her health. She keeps calling out for her mama? Mr. Help. She's the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Reads, we now have a lady to... Okay, any suggestions? Use your senses to search for someone feeling anxious. I guess saying the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Right. Right then. I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle this next part of my own. Wait here. The girl's mother in no time. Don't be tways, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding me, Mom, mister. Sweet, sweet. Do you believe me now, Papa Griff? Sweet, sweet appreciation and all courtesy. My special tone. I can't help but notice. They offer you anything edible by way of thanks for my part. I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. Oh, you weren't supposed to ask her? That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest contest with the same tenacity, folk. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. That's another troubled soul. I was tracking down the girl's mother. I believe I'd better see what I could do to help. I think I'm ready to go at it alone. You let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know. I'll come and find you when I'm done. Huh. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. There'll be one more cutscene, I think, and then... Because normally this takes a full half an hour or so. We're talking kind of early. Good. Your adventurer returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. Who only wasn't too taxing, one of our fiend in his endeavors. This is it. My thanks truly. I'll speak of the devils. Here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I anticipated. And all I have to show for my trials is a single cookie. I think the first gift I'd receive would prove to be the last. This is, I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well. Damn. You admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. What do you think you probably... I bought you a pumpkin cookie. A pumpkin cookie? Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. You guys eating in a few days. I'm glad you like it. Farewell. That makes it one apiece. Draw then, still, Phil Cox. Why you'd had some insistence along the way. You nevertheless done yourself proud. Did think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sing my praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit I might have a word. Is that all you desire? Acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help. And where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be freed, given to me. Well, adventurer, I better get going. But before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents. Wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then. A promise I sensed in Bill Cox when he and I first met wasn't illusionary after all. I should take my leave too. It would be amiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends and having themselves a brightly fun-filled All Saints Way. Agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward. I present you with a set of finery as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive men. No, I have a set. You wonder if your outfit is done with the same enchantments. You needn't worry. There never was an enchantment. Of course not. That little charade was my way of giving him the confidence he so sorely lacked. Although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you, it will be frightfully entertaining. Anyways, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints wake for mortals and Vorsan alike might not be such a distant prospect. Though I do hope that these shenanigans have indulged your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Now I have access to Sneaky Hollow. The unusual usher. Oh, okay. So Sneaky Hollow is just it's the mansion. Oh, it's Bender. The flying pumpkin. I will take. I will take. Yeah. Is that really all? I think that's all of it, right? Yeah. What is going on over here? Yeah. Man, they took the time to put, like, literally... What is this? Have a cookie at home now, if you don't mind. I'm in the middle of showing to me. Okay. Alright. What? I just saw it. Oh, I thought it said Estivian, but it just... Alright, let's go. We can go here real quick before I have to move over to my other character. Well, I will be moving to my other character. This will be the end of the story. What the? Oh, because you can have yourself transformed. As we call a journey. Like a Makota and shares her body with it. Who? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, it must be something different. Reclaim the night sky. And this must be where we're born, right? No. So this is all M Walker. Okay, so this is all M Walker stuff. Oh, more pie. Is that cookies? Oh, and cakes and drink with Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, that's it. That's all there is to it. There's not. I mean, I'm gonna go home. So that's it. That's all for the All Saints Wake event. It's still fun to do, and you know, that's all there is to it. Okay. Anyway, that's it for now. Till next time, everyone.